You are watching EAC News. Thanks for joining us. WHO's Director of Emergencies, Mike Ryan, reiterated on Wednesday the agency's opposition to blanket bans on flights to and from southern Africa. Bans have been imposed by Britain and other countries. He says it would not prevent the variant spread and would only hamper certain countries within Africa.
The World Health Organization Emergency Director Mike Ryan says that the idea to just put a hermetic seal on some countries is not possible, adding that he cannot see the logic from a public health or an epidemiologic perspective.
So the idea that you can put a hermetic seal on most countries is just frankly not possible. We all know that. We've seen that happen before. And certainly there has to be consistency in that, if they are being applied. They have to be consistent. And certainly we've seen a lot of inconsistency with countries, for example, in Africa having banned travel and they haven't had a single confirmed case, and other countries with confirmed cases and evidence of local transmission with no travel bans. So I'm not saying one is right or one is wrong. What I'm saying is I can't see the logic, certainly from a public health or an epidemiologic perspective.
He says there is also some inherent internal contradiction in these bans, and everyone has seen before where flights are banned in many countries, except for its own citizens.
I mean, epidemiologically, I find it hard to understand the principle there. Is it that some passport holders will have the virus and some won't? Does the virus read your passport? Does the virus know your nationality or where you're legally resident? So therefore, there are contradictions in this. So our concern here is that we apply public health principles, not political principles, to selecting measures that are used to control the spread of disease.
WHO technical lead in COVID-19, Maria van Kerkhove, warned that travel bans prevented South Africa to ship samples of Omicron variant out of the countries.
But the travel bans that have been imposed by South Africa have caused some challenges for those samples to actually be shipped out of the country. So there are other implications for these travel bans that are out there. They're finding a way to be able to share those materials so that studies can be done. Unfortunately, or fortunately, but unfortunately, the virus passes in people. And the virus is in 23 countries now. And so that virus is available to many already. But travel bans do have a negative impact on the ability to ship samples out of a country.
WHO's chief scientist Soumya Swaminathan has said the agency's vaccine advisory group will meet next week to review the data on extra doses of COVID-19 vaccines as wealthy countries administer booster shots to more of their population. No specific date given, but Swaminathan said that they will give recommendations on the use of boosters after the review. Ryan also stated there was no evidence yet that giving boosters to the whole population, including healthy people, will provide greater protection against the disease.